Thank you.
Okay. Every time we have something like this has happened in the past, people start calling in. Yep. Got a family member, stole my man.
Yeah, it's...
So feel free to chime in, by the way, 713-390-KRBE if you've gone through something like this.
And I'm glad that it's not like her mother knew she was going to come on Roses and she let her. She didn't
That would
tell
have
her
been
mom.
extra messed up.
As if the whole thing is not already on.
But if you think about it, though, he's closer in age to the mom than he is to her.
Well, it's a 10-year swing either way, right? 10 years
Well, what
older,
I
10
have a
years
problem
younger.
with is the fact that he strung Jenna along. They're sitting on the couch watching TV. They're making out on a daily basis.
Awful.
Why would you do that if
Well,
you're sleeping with her mother?
But now that, for those that are just tuning in to Roula and Ryan's Roses, Jenna's initial concern with Keith is that the first night they met, they got intimate, and it wasn't really like, kind of like they needed a mulligan, but they never have done it again. They have never done it again. It's been 6 months. So do we take any kind of solace in that? She's not sleeping with both
Well, at
of
least
them.
they weren't doing it at the
You know what I
same
mean?
time.
He's not sleeping with
In
Jenna.
his mind, he's like, see, I did nothing wrong.
Yeah, I got a new girlfriend.
because
You
he's
just have to
he's
really
only
know her
sleeping
well.
with one of them. But the whole kissing her and stringing her along,
Well, somebody-
I don't understand that part.
Somebody texted during the first part, Eric, what was that text that we were like, oh, why do girls tell their moms so much? Because I'm glad that moms and daughters and
Did you ever
dads and sons and
converse
families
your,
are able to tell each other this.
some daughters
This
and moms do
generation
that,
now,
but-
that's why that
There's
show
no
Smother
filter.
is
There's
existed.
no filter.
But that one's to the extreme because it's a reality show.
But did you ever,
Smothering?
Rolla, ever converse with your mom?
I'm
Yeah.
Gen X. We don't talk about anything. They left us alone outside with dogs and nails and thorns and barbed wire.
Yeah, but
no
have fun.
Band-Aids.
And that was the
no
toys.
water bottle. I was thinking the other day,
I never had a water
everywhere
bottle.
I go,
No,
I have
me
my
neither.
kids' water bottle. Like, do you have a water bottle? Even I have a water bottle now. Were you ever given a water bottle?
Because you're Stanley.
If your kids, if your parents like, oh, you're going to go to the park for 17 hours, Ryan? Do you have a water bottle?
Or
No.
Or,
No.
or
Parents didn't
sunscreen.
Sunscreen. I was the burned lobster kid every Monday in Galveston. Galveston, Texas saw a lot of very pale Roula and burned me to a crisp
My
when we
bike
would
had
go on
rust
Mondays.
on it. I'm like, can we get a new one? No, it's fine.
no, it's
No,
still-
but
your
this
legs,
generation
fine.
now is very much open and
We
having
would
communication with the
literally-
parents, which is great.
Get on our bikes.
Not in this case.
And like if it's a weekend, we get up, friends, we get on our bikes. We drive like maybe, 12, 15 miles away on our bikes. Parents had no idea where we're at.
Well, we
come
can't do
back,
that now 'cause
come
we
back
get kidnapped.
late at night. No cell phones.
I wonder what the stats are though about kidnapping. Is it like did we have kidnapping in the 90s and 80s?
Did
we
it-
just
did it
didn't have
happen as
social media
much?
to tell us we had
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Now we have so much more information.
I don't know if there's been an increase or not.
We'll have Rania on. We haven't had her on in a while.
Yeah, we need to have her
Rania
in.
Minkarius, who's the CEO of Crime Stoppers. I got my Houston Business Journal in the mail yesterday, the actual paper, the Houston Business Journal. Of course, we're a business family, so we get that. She's on the cover, and there's a huge article about it and what she does with Crime Stoppers and all that. And it's just her face on the cover. It's like real, like, Rania Minkarius from Crime Stoppers.
Okay, Kevin, I see you coming in here with a smile on your face. The texts were flying left and right during that.
Let me get this all set up. Hey, guys. I got a couple good texts. Most of them were the word Mary, which that was open.
Yes, Belinda won the Nutcracker Market ticket. Your
Now it's
next keyword is
exploding,
that.
Have you ever seen like Instagram pictures where it's like you can't tell? It's like, wait, is that her mom or her sister? Where you see like, good genes, I guess. Where they both look good.
And for those that missed the details, because maybe you just now checked in with the Roula and Ryan show, Keith is 10 years older than Jenna and 10 years younger than her mom.
Maria.
Fits right in the middle there.
Right when I moved here, I was dating a lady. She was
older?
I was like 26 or
And how old was she?
41.
Oh, that's a considerable age
And
gap.
her daughter was 23.
So you were 3 years older than her kid.
So instead of going with the 23-year-old, you went with the 41-year-old.
I never met her.
Oh, okay.
I was dating the mom.
But
I
she
never
was
met the
a
daughter.
mom. She was a mom who happened to have a 23-year-old,
But
not a
see,
3-year-old.
if she were
Yeah,
messed
that
up
was weird.
like Maria was actually telling Jenna, hey, you need to marry this guy. He's good stuff. That would be like if she went on a date with you and said, after you guys had been intimate, and said, oh, you really should meet my daughter. How
Yeah.
creepy is that?
That would be weird.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you could kiss, like, let alone sisters but a mom? That's just weird. Like, how could you kiss a mom and a daughter?
No.
We had that listener call in. The husband was hooking up with like her 70-year-old
Mom, you remember that? Like, she went to work. It was How'd You Catch Your Cheater.
Oh.
She was coming home from work, and she saw the husband, like, get his pants together really fast.
Oh, yeah, I
and
remember that.
He admitted that he was sleeping with the mom, the 70-year-old
And the mom
woman.
is 70.
Yes.
Oh,
I must have missed that
I do
when I was
remember
down
that.
for the
70
count.
though.
Yeah, I don't remember her being 70.
I would
she
have
was like
remembered that one.
70.
I must have been on drugs and surgery after that
70
one.
now is like, what, a 50? What they
The
always say?
number is still 70.
70's a new 50. The only one that's saying that is a 70-year-old.
The number, wow,
And that
wow,
dude.
wow. And yeah, that's awkward. So, okay, if you're dating somebody for 6 months and the person refuses to get physical with you, you're definitely getting physical with somebody else.
This person's 54 and she's got a 36-year-old boyfriend. Good for you. You did it.
Congratulations.
Not the claps.
It would be weird though, Ryan, if you hit the claps if it was a man texting in and saying that also.
That's just, we're used to hearing that.
We're double standard on that. We're like,
No, we're used to it. There's so many. How many 50-year-olds are
How
probably
many
dating a
rich
27-year-old?
dudes that are like middle-aged dating somebody like 25 years younger than them?
probably a lot.
They have to be rich
Most of
because otherwise, why would they
Universally,
date
like
them?
globally or just
No,
Houston.
locally, Houston.
Houston?
You go to any like steakhouse and you'd be like, well, that's either a prostitute or his daughter or
Well,
he's dating her.
Usually it's a
I hope you go with the daughter
Professional.
first, then the prostitute part. Unless they're kissing, then yeah.
Anyway,
you go with
that's,
prostitute
y'all give me the creeps. Okay.
Then you're in Conroe.
Oh, leave my people alone.
My
God,
another
you just
text you
can't
for another
resist.
time.
At least go a little farther north and say Dallas or
cannot
something.
That's when
resist.
people text us to slam their own parts of the city. You're not supposed to do that. Okay. Coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, as we get closer to Halloween, people like to get their scare on. So maybe you're looking for a really good scary movie you haven't watched, or maybe you want to rewatch. There's a whole list. And some of them, like, who really does watch this? A lot of people know the line from this movie, but I don't know anybody who says, we all got together and watched this.
My daughter
for
wanted to go
Halloween."
see that Exorcist movie, but she's not 18 or whatever. You have to be 17. Her and her friend were going to go get Paw Patrol tickets and then sneak
Oh,
into
and sneak
that.
in? Everybody
But it was
does.
right next to the concession. It was
So
in
they could
Studio
see her.
One.
Oh, you're worried? Or they were worried that they'd
they're
get
like, I don't know
caught?
if we can sneak in there. I'm like, go
I don't
for
think
it.
that
Scary movies, I don't
the
care about
concession kid
Eric
does
says,
not
go
care.
for it, because if you're scared tonight, your mom has to deal with it. I'll be sleeping.
not supposed to go in there.
Yeah. Some 17-year-old kid serving the popcorn. You stop.
We're going to get some scoop next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hollywood to H-Town
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
on KRVE.
It's brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. 10 a.m. is your next chance to get a keyword for the Houston Ballet Nutcracker Market tickets. People are still texting all through Roses and all that. The keyword
gave
that we
them
gave
away.
away at 7. Belinda was the big winner for that. You have a chance to score VIP passes to the preview party and $1,000 as the grand prize if you are the 104th texter for the 10 o'clock keyword, the 2 o'clock keyword, or the 5 o'clock keyword. Okay, it's scary movie time. Halloween is on Tuesday. This weekend is going to be a big weekend for the haunted houses. I don't know if the weather's going to hold up to be
I think it
outside
might rain this
running
weekend.
around.
Even better when it's all wet and creepy. Slippery. That's
No,
safe.
you're running for your life.
Actually,
You're
no.
slipping in the mud
Actually,
like a
no.
real scary movie.
Friday, you got a 40% chance of rain, but Saturday and Sunday look like clear skies.
Oh, that's good.
Okay,
That's
good.
So there are a lot of scary movies that are iconic. You know, you see the Michael Myers mask in the Halloween stores. He's from Halloween. You see the hockey mask. It's Jason from
feel like
Friday the 13th.
The only one that likes scary movies on this show, I think, would be Ahmad.
I love scary movies. I do.
Like, I just,
And you
They
like
bore
the
me.
real, like, messed up scary
Yeah, I
movies.
do.
I like the Saw stuff. I like the
The kind of
torture
stuff like, oh, yeah.
like
I
Hostel.
like Saw.
No.
Hostel.
I was watching Human Centipede in the 6th grade.
Oh my God.
And this is why you are the way you
Here's the
are.
second.
Yeah.
You see the second one? Or did
I
you-
did, and I like the second one better than the first.
Now, do you like psychological thrillers? Like, for me, I
do.
like those.
I love a psychological thriller. I like anything that just gives me the chills.
So would Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street be like kids play to you? Like, oh, this
Yeah,
is so
it's like
silly.
it's campy fun. Yeah, it's campy fun.
But you're not scared at all.
No.
Okay. Well, do you know the phrase, Ahmad? Here's Johnny.
Yeah, The Shining.
Have you seen
Yes.
The Shining?
Yeah, I've seen it.
When was the last time you saw it?
Like maybe like 9th grade, so probably like 2013, 20.
So
Anybody
did you
in here
not
see The
find
Shining
that?
in the last 2 years? Anybody in here
No.
watch The Shining?
It was so
never seen it.
boring.
I've never seen I've seen the whole Shining in bits and pieces. Not like I sat there from the first scene to the last scene. I've seen all the scenes of The Shining, but I've not seen them like
Together.
cohesively,
Together.
whatever you call it. Like because here's my thing, that the famous scenes of The Shining, when they talk about scary movies, if there's like a show on right now that's saying the top 50 best movie villains, they're going to show scenes of The Shining. They're going to show the creepy twin girls in the hallway. They're going to show all the blood coming out of the elevator.
Right.
They're going to show Jack Nicholson in the wooden door that he hacked open to get to his wife. But they don't really, like, that's not a movie I was like, oh, it's my favorite movie.
I just remember he was like frozen to death out in the gardens.
No, so it ends with
so boring.
He's like in the picture of the old school guest at The Shining.
Yeah, for those that don't know this,
So, like,
it's the
somebody else would be
Shining
next.
Hotel. It is off season. Jack Nicholson and his family, he
a
is
writer.
a writer, are supposed to be caretaking, I guess, that hotel. With
Yeah, when it's off season, they're supposed to be like taking
It's
care
off
of the
season.
hotel.
It's real snowy. It's real like buried in the tundra. And does he basically just start going crazy?
Going crazy,
And he
yeah.
starts seeing things of like the 20s and the 30s of the heyday of this hotel.
Right.
And he walks into parties where people are in tuxedos and the music is there and the cocktails, but it's not happening. And then he just kind of just loses it and wants to try and kill his wife.
Didn't he type like 1,000 pages? Just says all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy or something.
Something like that, yeah. And then he starts going after his wife and kid, and his kid could see kind of like
the
Sixth
number one
Sense.
scariest movie.
It wasn't
It's
scary.
just
y'all.
one of the
So
number one lines of a
slow.
movie.
Oh, I thought
People
you did.
know Here's Johnny,
Okay,
right?
yeah, of
Here's
course.
Johnny.
Here's
But
Johnny.
nobody really knows the movie. They just know the
No.
line. If you
The
were in a quiz
sequel's
show,
better.
you would know to say The Shining. Like
Wait,
all
there was
y'all
a
did.
sequel to The Shining?
Yeah, it's called Dr. Sleep. It's really, really good.
Oh, isn't
Check
it a
out.
prequel, isn't it?
No, because it's
place years
after
later,
the
yeah.
events.
Oh, it
Yeah,
is?
It's
Okay.
modern day.
Is that
yeah.
Johnny Depp or no?
No, it was Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan
McGregor. We talked about this last week, but it came out again. I guess they just added more people to the list. Freddy Krueger is the number one horror movie villain of all
He's
time.
fun.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
talked about this on
funny.
Monday.
Fun.
That
He kills kids.
how's he
Yeah.
I
fun?
know, but he's always got like a funny like line.
Right.
I mean, after like the
It's
third one, he
cheesy
started
campy.
having like these campy lines.
Yes, the third one is
Where's
when
the
it
bourbon?
started. Yeah.
Well, and I just said on Monday Scoop that Wes Craven, who directed that, had done his research to see what are things that are hard to see. He wanted to make it hard to see him or just painful to look at him. That's why his sweater is red and green, which I like the colors of Christmas.
I always thought it was red and
But
black.
they say that
Those
red
are
and
dark
green
colors.
was a hard color to see together. So that's why he put him in a
can see
red and
that.
green sweater with his burned face and his blade hand. Listen, I think the first time I ever saw Nightmare on Elm Street, it was the Channel 20 special replay of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, so they
Channel
must have
20.
edited out all the killings.
And I was like, maybe I was 11 years old because I was left on my own to watch television. Nobody, and it scared the living hell out of me. I could not sleep 4 days. And as an adult now, to talk about Nightmare on Elm Street and the campy lines and whatever, but you put that in front of a 10-year-old that's never seen a scary movie. I still think it's
no.
going to be a scary movie.
I mean, the body bag getting dragged in the hallway. So
I can't.
creepy.
I
so
can't do
creepy.
scary movies. I just walk away. So there you go. Maybe somebody's going to be inspired to watch The Shining. Still gives me the creeps when I go to hotels and there's big hallways
Read
that are
the book.
empty. Freaks me out. It is a Stephen King movie, by the way.
Hey, yo. Time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
It is brought to you by Duncan. 2 Aldine Independent School District students and a bus driver were attacked by an unleashed pit bull at a bus stop in northwest Harris County. Now, the bus driver saw the pit bull biting the students at the bus stop. He honks the horn, from the bus to try and scare the dog away. And then next thing you know, the dog is on the bus. And he attacks the driver.
I was like,
the
you
dog
wonk-
got on the
you
bus.
honking at me?
They ordered the dog owner to immediately place the dog on a 10-day quarantine for rabies control, which is a standard health procedure for animal control. The kids and the driver were taken to the hospital. Isn't that scary, though? Like you're at a bus stop and an unleashed pit bull roaming the streets attacking? And props to the bus driver for trying to, fight it off.
Yeah, 'cause some bus drivers would just shut the door and just say, I'm hiding in here.
Yeah, he's looking after the kids'
You
best
drive
interest.
off and leave the children with the dog?
Did you see that
Is
one
that what
bus
you're
driver that
saying?
left that didn't pay attention, shut the door, didn't realize the kid's backpack was
Yes.
stuck, and dragged him like,
Here,
Oh, my
Houston?
God, he dragged the
Dragged
kid?
It was
dragged
like-
the
wasn't
kid,
here, but
a
it's-
little kid.
Oh,
Oh,
my
I know.
like,
no,
like
no.
half a mile.
God.
Oh, I mean,
When
I
did
was
this
like,
happen?
I can't believe it's still going. I can't believe she's still hanging
Where
on
was
there.
this at?
Just look it up. Just type in.
And she's
bus
okay,
driver.
right? She's fine.
Yeah, because then another kid goes, "Hey, look, there's a kid."
Was this
School
in
bus
Houston?
backpack
No,
doors?
it wasn't
No,
Houston.
okay.
Is that what I Google? School bus backpack doors?
Yeah, just type it up. You'll see
It'll
it.
probably come
Oh,
up.
my God.
Oh, that's
All
terrifying.
right, by the way, Houston is getting a new area code. It's going to be 621, and that's because they predicted by the end of 2025 we would have run out of new numbers. So the last time we got a new area code was 10 years ago, back in 2013, and that was the 346 area code. The oldest area code is 713. You've also got 832 and 281.
Yep.
And now 621.
Why can't we just say we were full? Like, we ain't no,
Sorry.
Because there's more and more people moving to Houston, Eric. How many people did you say predicted?
Right now we have like 7.3. When I moved here, I think we had like 2 million.
And what the stat was in 77
And
years?
I moved here in like 2003.
We have over 30 million in Houston in 70 years?
77 years. Dallas and Houston are going to have more people than New York and L.A. and all
Well,
that.
look at the map of Texas and look at how many states fit inside of it.
Yeah, we're going to have like 35 million people or something. So
Crazy.
if you can afford real estate, buy it up.
Buy it now.
You'll
Buy
probably
dirt.
be dead, but
God's not making any more of it.
your
Buy
grandkids
dirt.
could have
If you can sit on that for the next 30 years.
pretty much Dallas, Houston, we're going to be combined together.
Oh my
Between-
God, we're going to reach
between-
each other. You're right.
Well, they're gonna-
45 is not going to
I've
be a
been hearing
highway.
about
It's going to be
that.
like a neighborhood street.
Bullet train for what? How we've been hearing about that for like 20 years.
Is that happening?
Yeah, it's moving forward. They have attained their land that they needed to get because there was a lot of contention and lawsuits about eminent domain.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they want to take away people's property,
Right.
pay them rock bottom prices
Now,
for it.
in Japan, I believe they raise up the train so that the wildlife and cattle can go underneath of it.
Yes, it's so cool.
Oh, that is
Obsessed.
cool.
And also, Japan did that in the 70s. So
Yeah.
we're a little bit behind.
We're a little behind.
Is
Did
that-
they say
is
that
the
the old,
Instagram account of infrastructure of the world?
Oh, you know I follow all those.
Was it going to be the old
You get the link.
abandoned Northwest Mall right there at 290 and 610?
It will be. That will be the train station, allegedly.
Okay.
Interesting. All right, coming up next, Food Wars. What, in your opinion, is the greatest Halloween candy ever?
There's only one.
I think I'm going to be a peanut butter cup for Halloween. It's my
Are you
favorite
gonna be
thing to
one?
eat. Maybe. It's easy to get that costume.
Actually, you could dress as a peanut butter jar, and your husband could be the chocolate bar, and you got your chocolate in my peanut butter.
Oh,
you got
no.
your peanut butter on my
You
chocolate.
put your chocolate in my peanut butter.
Nice.
Sounds
What are we
wrong.
getting at here?
That's weird. Am I
What
hungry
is
or
your
horny? I don't know what's going on.
favorite greatest- me both.
What's happening?
Hey, greatest Halloween candy ever in your opinion? 713-390-KRBE. We'll talk to you next on the Roula and Ryan Show.